Hi, welcome to 18 Minute Leaders. My name is Karina Rock, and I'm the JI, Jewish Interactive, West Coast Director. Today, we are honored to have Yair Levi as our guest. Yair Levi is an international singer and songwriter and music producer with a unique life story. Because of Israel's complex reality, Yair was drafted into the IDF in 2007. He served as a captain in Shayetet 13, Israel's Navy SEALs, for 8 years, during which Yair was involved in a variety of dangerous covert operations. After 8 years, Yair decided to quit his service and pursue his lifelong dream as a singer. Yair's most famous song to date is Refana, which has reached millions around the world as an international prayer for healing over the COVID-19 pandemic. Welcome, Yair.
Hey, shalom. Thank you for inviting me to this
We're so
event.
happy to have you.
Thank you.
So today we're going to be discussing the path of struggle, appreciation, and success. And Yair, we met because I saw your video for Refana, and I was so inspired, and I wanted to make a JI Tap game about it. And you were just willing and happy to work with me, and we created this beautiful JI Tap game. And I want to know a little bit about like your experience, how you use the game, and also why you created Refana, the inspiration behind it, and the impact it's had around the world.
So first, the game is amazing, and I let a lot of people to try to play the game. It's not actually just a game. It's like kind of and something that you can learn from it, and you can get a lot of information about what is Refana and why I made the song. So the story and so great work, and thank you so much for this. And about the song Refana, the way that I created it was in the beginning of the pandemic, and actually I had like more than 50 concert and lectures that was canceled in one day because of the pandemic. I felt like all my career is done, and I didn't know what will I do next. And at the same time that I got understanding that something really bad happening to my career, I got a phone call from my family that telling me that my grandma, my beloved grandma, she is ill. And I remember myself. It was in the morning at the first lockdown, and I remembered myself like asking myself, what can I do? How can I pray for her? How can I pray for myself, for my family? Um, and I remember myself like looking at Google, open the Google and search for prayer for healing, and I didn't find anything. And suddenly I saw the verse El na refana la. And in the moment that I saw the verse, I felt like the music coming out from my heart, and I ran. I remember myself like kind of running to the guitar, take the guitar, and start to compose the song, the Refana. And if you will hear the first recording, it's with all my kids on me, like shouting, and I tried to sing, na, na, na. And it's really funny, but it was like from my heart. So it doesn't matter how much the song will spread to the world, and I have a lot of honor and a great. I appreciate everyone that sing it in any place in the world, but eventually I feel that this is a song for my grandma. And every time that I sing it, I think about on my grandma that she passed away.
I'm sorry.
That's it.
And tell us a little bit about who like started listening to it and why and where it's being used.
So it was the first lockdown in Israel. It was the Memorial Day, and because of my past, that we will talk about it more later. I think I'm in the Memorial Day. I have a lot of concerts, so I remember myself. It was the first lockdown, and I couldn't like record it as I used to do. So I sent all the song. I sent the song to my players to record it in their houses, and I just decided to release it in 1 week. And when I released it, the Memorial Day started, and I've been in a lot of concerts like this, like interactive concerts, and I saw so many notification in my Instagram, and I didn't know what is going on. And every concert that I finished, I open my Instagram and I see another 20 covers and another 20 covers from Japan, from Africa, from Brazil, from Germany, and I didn't know what is going on. Like, I'm an Israeli singer. I never thought that I'm going to release song to the big world, and it was a big surprise for me. There was more than 200 uh, cover version in different language, and um, and actually more than 10 official singers that release it in China, in Germany, in Brazil, in Lebanon. There was a version in Lebanon. This is crazy. And for me, it was kind of a miracle. And I felt actually until now, I feel a little bit small in this situation. I felt like I just made my part in this process, but it's not, it's not mine. It's something that I just felt like I bring it to the world, and that's it. Now it's
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, but it's an amazing impact. And I feel like when I watch it, I understand why people connect to it. And it's really one part of healing the world. I really believe that. I wanted to ask you about a lecture series that you're doing where you talk about your experience in the IDF and as a Navy SEAL, and how those experiences in the Army helped you become a musician and be successful as a musician. And you mentioned that also they help you really believe in yourself so that you had the tools to succeed. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
yeah, I have a little bit, I think, a crazy story that 1 week after I finished my service, when I quit from my service, I quit immediately from Tzuk the Operation Tzuk, and I decided to travel to Nepal. So week after that I finished Tzuk, after 8 years in the service, when I was a captain, I started to walk on the Himalaya mountains, and I understood, and I tried to ask myself, why did I do this kind of service? And the more that I get, uh, the more that I was thinking on it, I understood that actually I want to say the truth. Okay, in Israel we say dugri. Okay, so I felt really bad. I felt like I wasted my time. I felt that maybe it wasn't the right decision to do 8 years of service when I knew that I have a dream to be a musician.
Mhm.
But suddenly something happened, and I remember myself in the top, almost in the top of the Everest, not in the top, but almost in the place that you can go. It's 5,400 meters. I remember the silence, and I remember myself like feeling really bad, and I asking myself why I'm 26, and I didn't start to fulfill my dream. And suddenly I got a thinking that said, you know what, you can take something from your service, and the most important thing that I decided to take is like, what does singer need more than to believe in himself? So I understood that the most important thing that I learned from my service is to believe in myself, because you can't go to any operation, difficult operation that elite unit do, um, if you're not believing yourself. So I said, maybe I can get this skill from the service and take it to the music, to my music career. And then I did it again and again with other things that I'm actually telling in my lecture. This is one of the things, and it's not only when you are doing a military service. I think that anyone that you have to remember that any step in your journey, any moment in your journey is kind of a gift, that you have two options. The first one is to say I'm wasting my time. Why did I do it? And the second option is like to say maybe there is something here that I can take to my future.
I love that.
So I decided in I think this
That
side.
moment.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I know you recently just, did the exact same thing and made a really powerful video that speaks to the heart and soul of Israeli families. And it's about, you described to me that you wanted to show the world how Leah Golden, how she feels and how she sees the world through her eyes. Can you tell us a little bit about her and her story before we watch your video clip?
Yeah, so I will try to do it shortly. It's a very hard subject in the Israeli. I don't know if it's politics, but it's really hard subject because there is two soldiers and one civilian that's still in Gaza, in Hamas hands. They kidnapped the two soldiers kidnapped in Tzuk Eitan, and I actually fought in Tzuk Eitan too, in different unit, but. When I saw Leah eyes, the mom of the Hadar Golden mom, wow, I felt like, what did I do for 7 years? I came back, my mom hugged me, but she never got the opportunity to see her child. So I felt so bad, and I said to myself, okay, I know it's going to be hard, but I want that all the Israeli people and all the Jewish people, actually, I want them to look on her eyes and to feel what I felt when I saw her. And that's why I know that this video is a little bit hard.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody.
בן שלי, הבני, אני עושה הכל, לפעמים לאמא אין כבר קול. ענני, העונה בעת רצון. בן שלי, אנא סלח לי, אני רוצה לצעוק, עד שיפתח הים, והוא יעננו, העונה בעת צרות. זוכר את אבא מגייס לך מדהים, תראה אותי זועקת מול האנשים, קוראת לך הביתה, בוא הביתה. תפילת האמא, תפילת האבות, תפילה בכחול ולבן, תשמע אותי קוראת, בוא הביתה. כי חיכינו כבר שעות, ימים ולילות, בוא הביתה. אלוהי חנני, השבר הוא גדול, אוסף את כל סימן ואור, ובלילות הלב שלי סופר דקות.
Hi, Yair. So that was a clip of the video, and it is so powerful. And I know the first time that I saw it, I really was so moved. And it's amazing that you have lent your voice to speak for others, really, and to bring awareness to everybody who watches. So my next question for you is, and it kind of ties into what you did here with Leah, is about community building and relationships. And how do you work that as you build your career? How do you tie in building relationships and giving to others?
So first, as you say in this song, first of all, thank you so much. And I felt in this in Leah prayer songs that I want to stop everything because I plan to release a very happy songs, but I decided to stop everything because there was and still have it's a very important moment in this issue of the kidnapped soldiers, because there was the operation in Gaza 2 weeks ago, and now there is a new government and there is a new opportunities. So I decided like to try to help them with this song, to help the families. So this is kind of example for what you are asking, about the way that I see my art, my creativity. I try to everything that I do, I'm trying to put inside kind of a mission, something that can help to others. So I learned from my journey that it's really our instincts is to try to build ourselves all the time, because we feel that when we are building ourselves, we have the more opportunities and more. This is the right way to fulfill our dream. Okay, but I learned from my journey that it's totally the opposite. The best way to fulfill your dream is when you give from yourself to others, and the more you give to others, the more you are aware to the things that happening around you, is the more you can get back from the world, and to build, as you said, a community around you, because no one can succeed alone, no one can do anything alone. There is no one in the world ever that did something alone. There is always uh, all the biggest people in the history, they had a team, they have friends, they had like, I don't know, they had, so they help others.
Yeah.
And the more your goal is to do something good to the world, the more you have opportunities to know a good people that want to help you
Hmm.
to bring this good uh, um, to you, to bring your goodness and all the things that you want to do to the world.
Yeah,
So
I hear you. And you shared with me before that, and connects to what you're saying now, that like you have a lot, you're sharing kind of like this love, right? You connected to, like, you made this song, you connected to your grandmother, you made a prayer. A lot of your songs are around prayers, and you shared with me that, like, at that moment on the mountaintop, right, that you didn't just appreciate the difficulties that you endured the, in those 8 years, right, that you decided that you would love them, and with that love, turning appreciation into love, that helped you succeed. And I wanted to ask you, like, can you give us some pointers in how to have the courage to take the knowledge that we gained from difficult experiences and how we turn that into success?
actually, I think that there is no other way, because this is the only way. Only when you are looking on your past and try to love your past, because you understand that every moment in your journey is building the person that you are right now. So if you don't love your past, you don't love yourself, and the only way to to do something in this world, it's only when you love yourself. So you have to believe, and that's why I decided to believe that any moment in my journey I have something that I can take away, or something that I can learn from it. Or and it's not just like this, that those kind of things happening to me. So yeah, in my service I made a couple of operations that most of them I can't talk about them, that I was in a very difficult, I can say, in a difficult moments, okay, with myself, with my friends. But I learned so much about what is a friend, and what is and how much power do I have inside, and how much is important to believe in myself, and how much is important to love myself, and all those kinds of things. if you are not looking at on the world in this kind of perspective and positive way, so you can get. I feel like you can stuck. You can stay in your
Yeah.
position, and you can't move because you will be like afraid person that afraid to do things because you don't want to get hurt all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I love that juxtaposition that your message is to love yourself, to embrace who you are, to believe in yourself, yet to always be caring about others and giving to others on your way to like fulfilling your dream and fulfilling who you are in this world. And I think that, you know, we now have the opportunity. We kind of extended this 18-minute leaders in order for you to sing your song and to have a live performance of Refana. And I think it's gonna, you know, everything about who you are shines through in your music. So I'm really excited to hear you play for us.
So okay, I will bring my guitar. Wait a second. Okay. So first of all, I want to say that we're just planning now our tour in America. US tour. It's going to be with lectures and concerts. So just to let you know, and if you want, you can write me a direct message, or you have an email here, I think, in the comments. And I want to sing the song Refana with you. This is not a song, Karina, with you too, but all the people that sing that. Okay, no.
I wasn't ready for that.
No, I always said, I'm always saying that the song Refana, it's not like, and my concert too, it's not like that I'm standing in the stage and everybody like looking at me and taking a photo. You can do it if you want, but the thing that I feel that it's the right thing for this song is like to try to pray together. And this is kind of opportunity to get the words of Moses and to take them, anyone that's seeing us right now, to take them to your place, to your people that you want to bless, and to tell them to pray for them. So that's it. Refan. Ena refana la, ena refana la, ena refana la, ena refana la, ana ena, ena refana la, ena refana la, אז נתחזק ונתרפא. Refana la, refana la, refana la, refana la, ana refana la, refana la, אז נתחזק ונתרפא. אז נתחזק ונתרפא, אז נתחזק ונתרפא, אז נתחזק ונתרפא, אז נתחזק ונתרפא אל נא רפנה לה, 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 אל נא רפנה לה.
Yay. I love that song so much. I can listen to it all day long, really. And it was so amazing to have you sing it for all of us. I just wanted to say that in the game that we made together, there's also Jewish learning, about the pasuk where this is taken from. And also we figured out that the similar line is used in Yedid Nefesh. And the link is in the comments below if you want to check out our game that we made together. And Yair, I just want to thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for sharing who you are and sharing your music. And this has been awesome.
Thank you, Karina. Thank you for inviting me. It was great to speak with you and to work with you on the game and on this event. And I hope that we will work more together.
Great.
Thank you.
להתראות.
Bye bye.
Bye.